Hindi pa tayo nakakagawa ng Facebook account, ah.
Ay, hindi ko pa po nagawa. Mamaya po.
O sige, di bale. Nakita ko bigla si Pastor Sam. Alright, so anyway. Good evening po, Pastor Rose. I hope relax kayo dyan nakikinig. Okay, so anyway, topic natin for tonight, how to close like a pro. Ayan, si Ate Rose. Hey, Mags. Good evening, Mags. Ayan na, si Ate Dita, late ng 1 minute. Dapat may penalty to eh. Push-ups. Hi, Ate Dita.
Hello po, good evening.
Ready na bang yung popcorn?
Kumakain na nga po.
Ayos. Sige, anyway, topic natin for tonight is how to close like a pro. The most important part of the presentation is always the closing, di ba? It's not always the presentation or the prospecting kasi useless lahat yun kung di tayo marunong mag-close, di ba? And one of the most effective ways on how to close based on the data collated from the top earners in the network marketing industry and the sales industry is always lead from how can I benefit you, okay? So even in our mindset, approaching people, even in prospecting, pag ang mindset natin is how can I benefit this person, di ba? Iba ang aura natin pagkaharap nila tayo. Okay, so hindi nag-up yung kanilang defenses versus this guy who wants to sell me something, di ba, naka-up lagi ang depensa ng mga tao. To be proven by pag naglalakad ka sa mall at may nag-offer sa'yo ng libreng amoy ng lotion, brochure, di ba? Medyo umiilag ka di ba? Nasa kabilang dulo ka ng mall, nakita mo na yung nagbibigay ng mga free samples, bigla na pupunta sa kabilang dulo, di ba? Okay? Because we know that when something is being offered to us and people like to sell us something, di ba, we put up our defenses. But on the contrary, pag ang ating approach sa tao is how can I benefit this person, even yung tindig pa lang natin sa kanya, iba na, di ba? Iba yung atmosphere, iba yung aura, walang pressure, di ba? Even when we call people, and ganun ang ating mindset, how can I benefit others? How can I benefit you? Okay, it changes the complexion of the conversation. And that's very important no matter kung sino ang kausap mo, no matter kung gaano kataas na antas o gaano kababa ang naantas ang kausap mo, kung kakilala mo o hindi, it doesn't matter. Okay, this will always work. Pag ang ating approach is how will I benefit this person, there is no rejection. Okay? It will minimalize rejection. Alright? So, sabihin, pag ang approach mo is, mindset mo is, I don't care if I make a deal with this person. I just want to be a blessing to him. Di ba? Again, worst case scenario, may bago kang kaibigan. Di ba? You made a new friend. Kung ganun lang ang approach mo, people are more open to you. Hindi natin kailangan tanungin, open-minded ka ba? Diba? Hindi na kailangan tanungin nyo kasi makikita mo naman sa ano niya eh. Makikita mo naman sa tindig niya eh kung medyo apprehensive siya or medyo defensive siya sa'yo. Di ba? Or kung mas maganda bang huwag mo na simulan yung sabihin mo. Di ba? Pag ganun eh. Alright? So sabihin, kung approach natin is how can I be a blessing? How can I be a benefit to this person? I don't care if I make a deal or not. Di ba? As long as I'm a blessing to this person, nararamdaman nila yun eh. Okay? And then from there, pag tama na yung mindset mo, you need to learn how to start the conversation. Diba? Following the 3-foot rule example, it's one thing to say something to a person and compliment a person, pero pag namumula yung mata mo, kakatingin sa kanya na para meron kang gustong punchline na sabihin, di ba? Ganun pa rin yun. So learn how to start the conversation. Diba? And how do you start a conversation? Normally, it's better to let them start. Okay? So, ask something about them. Don't say something about you. Ask something about them. Kamusta? How was your day? How are you coping during these times? Diba? Is your family okay? So, it's better to start something, start the conversation by asking about them. Don't tell them about you. Kasi marami na silang masyadong iniisip sa panahon ngayon, lalo ngayon, na mga problema nila, ayaw pa nilang pandagdag, 'di ba? Whether it's a positive thing about you or a negative thing about you, they don't wanna hear it. Pero 'pag nagtanong ka sa kanila, "How are you?" 'Di ba? "How's your day?" "Oh, mukhang may interview ka yata, ah." Oh, 'di ba yung mga gano'n lang, light light conversations. Know how to start the conversation. And the best approach is by being prepared to listen, okay? And when you're listening, the most important thing is 'pag nakikinig ka, very important, attribute ito ng isang leader, being a good listener, 'di ba? Do not, uh, do not listen to reply. Listen to understand before you reply. Okay? Marami kasi sa atin, whenever people talk to us, especially pag leader tayo and we know a lot of solutions to people's problem, or we know a lot of we have a lot of opinions on things. Marami tayong nababasa, marami tayong natutunan in the past. Our first instinct is to listen to reply. Okay? Don't listen to reply. Listen to understand the person first. Okay? Parang doktor. Okay? Ang doktor, di ba tinatanong ka niya, o anong masakit sa'yo? Tapos magkukwento ka. Tatanungin ka niya ulit. O ganito, ganito, ganito. Okay? So be like a consultant, be like a doctor. Alam mo, most people, I learned, alam nila kung ano yung solusyon sa problema nila. Pero they want to talk first about their problems. They want people to sympathize with them first. Di ba? Gusto na makarelate muna sila. Meron ba tayong common ground para mag-usap tayo? Okay? So don't listen to reply. Listen to understand first. Listen to understand the situation first. Okay? And it's very important that whenever you're listening, you're trying to identify the problem. When you're listening, the objective is to identify the problem areas in the person's life where you cannot just hindi para bigyan mo lang siya ng verbal solution or suggestion. You really want to understand and give suggestions. Okay? Sometimes it's better to give suggestions than to enforce an opinion. Example, talaga, what if you do this? What do you think will happen? Will this help? 'Di ba? Give suggestions instead of enforcing your solution. Let the answer come from them kasi they know, 'di ba? And of course, they can always say excuses. Hindi kasi ganito, ganito, ganito eh. They can always do that. Pero mamaya yon sa later part ng closing, kung sasabihin yung sagot doon. Okay? Yes, they will always give excuses. But, pinaisip mo na sa kanya yung potential solution mo. Alright? So, learn to start the conversation by listening for the problem to be solved. Find the need. Okay? Pag may kausap ka, you're always trying to find the need. Pag kapitbahay mo yan, alam mo yung nangyari sa kanya araw-araw, it's easier for you kung kailala mo. 'Di ba? Pero gusto mo pa rin lumabas sa bibig niya. Pag hindi mo kakilala, it takes longer. Kasi you need to talk longer. Minsan, hindi mo makukuha mag-present during that same time. Okay? Hindi mo makukuha mag-present ng business mo or ng solution mo during that same time. Okay? But that's okay. Ang objective mo lang is to earn the trust for them to talk more. Okay? And if you allow them to talk more, guess what? Pag tapos sila magsalita, then they ask you, ikaw, kumusta ka naman? Anong ginagawa mo to cope? Then that gives you the right to speak, di ba? Whatever solution you want to present. Okay? So it's really listen first. Listen to understand. Okay? Always come from the standpoint of how can I benefit this person? How can I not drive away this person? How can I earn the trust of this person? Okay, of course, when you approach people, dapat na-master mo na yung presentation. Kasi doon mo kukunin yung pinaghuhugutan mo ng mga solution. If you haven't mastered the presentation of Rads to Riches yet, I suggest download the video from Rads Space to Riches YouTube channel, i-convert mo sa MP3, i-play mo pa ulit-ulit kahit na may ginagawa kang iba, subconsciously you will learn how to memorize the presentation. Madali na naman ang presentation natin kasi konti lang ipipresent natin. Okay, so lead always from the point, how can I benefit this person? How can I be of benefit to people? Okay? Second is identify with the person who you're talking to. Okay? Identify mo yung sarili mo sa kanya. Empathize. Okay? Don't sympathize. Okay? Sabihin, kasi wala akong pera, tagal-tagal na eh. Sasabihin mo, ako din eh. Dalawa na kayong iiyak, di ba? So that's sympathy. Pero it's better to exercise empathy than sympathy. Empathy is you know the problem but you're distant enough to offer a solution. Di ba? Kwento ka from an empathy standpoint. Okay? Importante rin na alam mo kung ano yung presentation kasi and you identify the problem whenever you talk to people. Whenever you talk to people, ina-itemize mo na kung saan ka papasok. Ano yung mga problems na isosolve mo for them. Now, mentally, ina-itemize mo na yan. Huwag ka maglalabas ng ballpen at papel at isusulat mo sa harapan niya. Okay? Weird yun, weird. Okay? So, sabihin, you're taking a mental note of the problems of the person that you can be of service of to them. Okay? Kaya sinasabi ko, dapat importante na alam mo kung ano ang Rads to Riches, the heart of Rads to Riches. Why do you feel that it's a benefit to people? Diba? And how do you present it in a way that is palatable to the person? Huwag mong kukontrahin ang objection. Pag nag-object siya, at huwag mong kukontrahin. Diba? Pwedeng tama ka, pero hindi mo na win over yung person. Okay, to what you want them to experience with you. Okay? Forget being right. Win the trust of the person first. Alright? So, sabihin, pag alam mo yung presentation, alam mo yung need niya, dun mo irarap yung presentation around their needs and benefits, not yours. Okay? When you're providing the solution, dun sa kausap mo, wrap your presentation in a way na hindi mo siya mukhang sinisales talk. Talk about their problems, talk about their needs, not yours. And then lastly, talk about the benefits, how it can benefit their situation. Okay? It's always about them. It's always about them. Remember, people buy you first before they buy your product. People buy you, people buy me first before they buy our product or services. If people don't like you based on your conversation, kahit anong ganda ng inaalok mo, they will not buy from you. They will buy from the next person who is empathic with them, who is nice to them, madaling kausap, magaang kausap, hindi overbearing, hindi nakaka-pressure, di ba? They will not buy from you. They will buy from the next person who presents it to them in a way that is palatable to them. Okay? Ganun lang yon. And that goes in selling whatever product there is, whatever ideology there is, whatever idea there is. Okay? People buys people first before they buy the product. Okay? Kaya si LV maraming fans yan eh. So, si Pastor Kino. Di ba? So identify the person who you're talking to. Wrap the presentation around their needs and benefits. What is the need for them? What is the benefit for them? Not yours. May oras yung sayo. Okay, sa dulo. Next, present the problem. Enumerate mo ano yung pinag-usapan ninyo. Okay, so your problem is this. Diba? Enumerate the problem. Okay? Maganda yon na pag-uusap. Kaya importante na sa kanya manggaling yung problem para alam mo na appreciate niya yung problem. Ano ba that people don't appreciate solutions if they don't appreciate the problem? Diba? Minsan, you offer a solution. Minsan may nakita kang problema with the person. Kunyari, mahilig kumain ng taba. Pag hindi nakita ng tao na problema yon, irrelevant yung solusyon na sinasabi mo. Kasi hindi niya nakita ng problema yun eh. Kakapuya, tatutulog alas 6 ng umaga. Diba? Sa kanya, normal yon. Pero kung hindi niya nakikita yung problema, hindi niya pang-appreciate yung solution. Okay, so isabihin, kunyari, hindi niya nakikita ang problema ang poverty. Hindi niya ma-appreciate yung solution to get out of poverty. Kaya hayaan mo sa kanya manggaling. Let them talk. Alam naman nila eh. Di ba? alam nila yung problema. Sometimes, prideful lang sila enough to express it verbally. Pero alam mo, when they are at ease with you, talking to you, okay, pag at ease sila, kaya ayoko naman may mga title sa akin eh. Kasi I want people to be at ease whenever they're talking to me. Ayoko na may sir, ayoko na may upline, ayoko na may pastor, ayoko na may ganyan, ayoko eh. Kasi once they know that you're in a position of, alam mo yun, may position ka, ang papakita na nila sa'yo yung good side nila eh. And if kung goal mo is to help people, how can you help people if you don't know the problem? Diba? Okay, so I want them to be at ease with me, talking to me freely, diba? As if kapatid lang nila ako, someone they trust. Alright, so present the problem to them, enumerate mo lang sa kanila, diba? And whenever you wrap your presentation around their needs, and you present the problem, I'm sure alam mo na yung problem. Bakit? Eh, sinabi nila sa'yo yung problem eh. Di ba? Sila nagsabi nun eh, hindi naman ikaw eh. Di ba? Isipin mo, nakikinig ka lang, tinulungan ka nila sa closing mo. Di ba? While you're listening, pinadali mo yung buhay mo. Kasi alam mo kung ano sasabihin mo. Di ba? Pero kung hindi ka nakinig muna, tapos isa-shotgun mo lang siya ng presentation mo, si Rads Riches kasi ano yan eh, ganito yung anti-poverty yan, ganyan. Di ba? It's not effective. Pero pag nirelate mo sa kanya, sa problem niya, ang solution, marirelate niya sa kanya ang benefits. Alright? So, present the solution after you present the need. Okay? After you present the need, you present the solution. Okay? Ano yung laging dapat nasa solution? Ano yung content ng solution na sasabihin mo? When you're offering solutions, do I do a presentation? Do I tell them about the services? Do I tell them about daily income? Do I tell them about the compensation? Di ba? That's all necessary. Importante lahat na merong aspect ng ganon whenever you give solutions. Okay? Pero the most effective way of giving solutions is by telling stories. Okay? Kaya importante identifying with the person eh. You tell them stories of people na dumaan sa pinagdadaanan nila. Alam mo, may friend, alam mo, you remind me of a friend who used to be in that situation. Pangalan niya si Mags. Alam mo yung story ni Mags? Ganito, ganito, ganito eh. So siya naman, talaga, kasi pinresent mo in a way na hindi siya nakaka-pressure, tapos nakaka-relate siya, di ba? So anong ginawa ni Mags? So siya na magtatanong. Okay? So isabihin, the solution when you present it has to have a lot of stories. Alam mo ba't importante yung stories and testimonies? Kasi testimonies lang is the only proof that your solution works. Bakit importante ang testimonies? Dahil na alam mo lahat dapat ang istorya ng Rads family member dito. Kung ang kausap mo OFW, sabihin mo yung story ni Ate Edita at ni Ate Linda. Para nakaka-relate siya. Pag ang kausap mo, attorney, sabihin mo yung testimony ni Attorney AR. Pag ang kausap mo, taga-Supreme Court, sabihin mo yung kay Mel. Pag ang kausap mo, retired employee, sabihin mo yung kay Coach Rick. Di ba? Pag ang kausap mo, na burnout na sa employment for the longest time, ayan, si Coach LB, makakapagpatotoo niyan. Di ba? You identify the person with the problem by telling testimonies, by telling stories. Actually, dapat yan, ang delivery mo is very natural lang. Pag ang kausap mo is from the clergy or from the religious sector, ayan, si Pastor Kino. Ayan, si Pastor Alan. Di ba? Kanina may prospect si LB. Pero malaking tulong si Pastor Kino niya pag sinama mo. Close agad yan, LB. Di ba? Si Pastora Rose. O pag ang kausap mo, taga-hotel industry dati, na nag-retire na, naghahanap ng opportunity to still earn some more dahil malakas pa siya. So, sino tatawagin mo? Si Coach Artie. Siya yung galing dun eh. Okay? Pag ang kausap mo, stateside, nasa US, sino tatawagin mo? Sino pa? Di si Coach Ruel. O pag ang kausap mo, nasa entertainment industry, sino tatawagin mo? Si Direct. Si Direct Dave. Di ba? Sabihin, wrap your presentation around their needs, make them feel at ease with you, di ba? Learn to collect stories. Learn, if you want to be an outstanding network marketer or an outstanding salesperson, specifically in network marketing, kailangan magaling kang storyteller. Dapat magaling kang storyteller. Dapat animated ka magkwento. Remember, people do not think in words. They think by pictures. Pag sinabi ko sa yung think of an apple, iniisip mo ba yung word na apple? A-P-P-L-E? Hindi, di ba? Ano iniisip mo? Picture ng apple. Iniisip mo yung fruit na apple. Di ba? Pag sinabi mo, isipin mo si LB, hindi mo na maisip yung pangalan niya, iniisip mo yung mukha niya. So people do not think in words. People think in pictures. They call it word pictures. Importante yun. Kasi you need to be an animated storyteller. Di ba? Parang yung story ni Ricardo, tsaka nung teacher. Alright? So you focus on stories. Testimonies and stories dismantles and destroys excuses. Ang problema, maraming mga tao, they only believe negative stories. Pero alam mo ba that they cannot also deny success stories? Yes, merong horror stories. San ba wala? Sa pamilya may horror stories. Sa corporate may horror stories. Sa franchise may horror stories. 'Di ba? Sabihin sa lahat ng parte ng buhay, may negative, may positive. But tayo as leaders, as selling a life-changing opportunity that can change your generational path, we need to collect positive testimonies and positive testimonies only. Bakit? Kasi alam mo na ang kalaban mo talaga pag may kausap kang tao is their mindset. Okay, yun ang ginigiba mo pag may kausap ka. They will give you any excuse not to succeed. They will give you 1,000 reasons why not to start. They would rather die with their problems than do something new. Yan ang kalaban mo sa tao pag may kausap ka. Okay? And if you earn their trust enough, they will tell you their story. Ikaw dapat handa ka naman to tell them at least 10 success stories. For every one or two, actually pag may nagsabi negative about network marketing, experience nila, hindi naman lumalampas ang dalawa yan eh. Dalawa o tatlo. Eh ikaw ang alam mo, 10 eh. Ilan ang kakilala mo sa R2R na kumikita na daily? 'Di ba? Mas marami kang bala, mas marami kang armas eh. Kaya lang hindi mo alam that you can use that, 'di ba, to overpower the negative. Okay? Overpower the negative with positives. Okay? So stories, collect testimonials, focus on stories, collecting stories every day. You need to be, humanap ka ng mga network marketing videos online, abroad and here. Pansinin mo, they're very good in storytelling. Okay? They're very good in storytelling. Okay? Excuses are destroyed by testimonials. The best closing is testimonials, not talking about yourself, about what you think, but you still need to tell your story no matter how small it is. Kaya ako nung nagsisimula po ako mag-network marketing, siyempre wala pa ako maikwento. 'Di ba? Actually, nung simula, hindi nga ako makatake ng product nila kasi hindi ko mabili yung product. Okay? Yung binili kong product nung una, admittedly, imbis na gamitin ko, binenta ko muna. Tapos pinaikot ko lang muna. Nung kumikita na ako, tsaka ako nag-start gumamit ng product. Hindi ko ma-afford yung be the product of your own product. Hindi ko ma-afford yun at that time kasi sobrang negative ako noon. Negative ako financially. Okay, pero nung nagsimulan, ang ginagawa ko noon, I use the testimonies of other people. Kaya hindi siya makatulog. Bowel movement niya mahina. Okay? I use the testimonies of people I have heard during presentations. Other presentations. Okay? Kung sino yung matandaan ko. For example, single mom, battered housewife. Alam po yung story ni Gina Mina. Kunyari, dating tambay, walang edukasyon. Nag-focus lang sa music, tapos wala siyang kinikita. Pero alam ko, after 1 year, nakabili siya ng 1-bedroom condo unit niya sa Ortigas. I know a lot of testimonies by heart. Okay, bakit? Kasi lagi kong pinapakinggan eh. I always listen to them, 'di ba? So, testimonials. Tell your story. Ako sinasabi ko, inaamin ko, "Sir, sorry kasi bago pa lang ako ha. I'm just new with the company." Pag may nagtanong sa akin, "Kumikita ka na ba diyan?" Sabihin ko, "Sir, sorry kasi I just started." Pero actually what made me join is kasi I heard this story of a person just like me. Dati ring tambay, walang educational attainment. Pero after 1 year, he was able to, build his network, build his business to the point na he was able to buy a one-bedroom condo apartment in Ortigas. So ang pangalan niya si ganito, si ganito, si ganito. 'Di ba? So yung sabihin, hindi pa rin nasira yung credibility ko kasi sinabi ko na bago lang ako, 'di ba? Pero at the same time, meron siyang nakitang isang success story or meron siyang nadinig rather na success story na kakilala ko, 'di ba? And parang Rads to Riches din yung company ko na sinalihan dati na alam ko na kahit yayain ko 'yon at hindi ko siya kasama sa line ko or sa organization ko, sasamahan pa rin niya ako just because he wants to help me. Hanggang ngayon magkaibigan pa rin kami nun, yung tao na yon. Okay? So tell other people's stories. Sabihin mo yung stories ng ibang tao. Whenever you're here every night, sa Zoom meeting, a lot of you are here every night sa Zoom meeting. Wala kayong guest, di ba? Ang gawin ninyo, i-memorize nyo yung story ng iba-ibang members dito. Story ni Pastor Kino, story ni Coach LV, story ni Coach RT. Kaya nga pa nagpipresent tayo as coaches, important that we tell them our background, how we started, paano tayo napasali. Importante yun kasi para madinig ng iba at para makwento nila sa iba. Huwag natin titipilin yung oras doon. Kasi remember, conviction is what people are looking at para mapasali mo sila. Conviction mo. Gaano katibay ang conviction mo in joining and building Rads to Riches and why you should be part of it. Di ba? Memorize mo yung story ni Mags. Ako hindi ako sinasawang sabihin yung story ni Mags eh. Bugbog na nga sa akin yung story ni Mags eh. Kasi mas marami nakaka-relate sa story niya eh. Di ba? Kung ang audience ko lagi is OFWs, isasalang ko lagi si Ate Edita. Di ba? Mamipilitan siya. Okay? So, it will improve your closing ratio. Dati ang closing ratio mo, twice a month ka. 2 closes a month. Pag na-master mo tong skill of telling stories, mag-i-improve ang closing ratio mo. Okay? Dadalas yan. Stop telling them about yourself. They already know you eh. Malamang sa hindi, kausap mo, kilala ka na eh. Di ba? Tell them about something who might be of interest to them. Okay? Kasi minsan, alam mo, pagkakilala mo, kahit successful ka na, ayaw pa nila makinig eh. Lalo pag magbarkada kayo, kasi familiarity breeds contempt. Familiar na sila masyado sa'yo. They're already familiar with you. Kaya meron tinatawag na third party approach eh. Di ba? Pag magbarkada kayo, huwag ikaw magpipresent kasi mag-aalaskahan lang kayo. Ang pagpresentin mo is your upline or someone else. Di ba? Kaya uso yung mga three-way calls sa network marketing. Three-way calls. So, dapat aralin mo yung three-way calls. Yan. Alright? So, it will improve your closing ratio. Answer the excuses with results. Alam mo ba kung anong testimonies? Results. Hindi nila pwedeng kontrahin ang results. So you answer their excuses, ito na yon. People will always give excuses. Di ba? Answer them with results. How? By telling them testimonies. Tell their stories. Di ba? Sabi mo, alam mo yung simpleng, yung simpleng remark lang na, meron nga ron taong grasa nakawala sa hirap. O hindi kung kaya niya, kaya din natin, di ba? Involve mo siya, involve mo yung sarili mo. Kung kaya niya, kaya din natin. Hindi yung kung kaya niya, kaya mo din. Di ba? Hindi, sabi mo, kaya natin. Involve yourself. It's good to know facts. Okay yung facts eh. Some people kasi they lead with facts. They research a lot about e-loading. They research a lot about services, they research a lot about this, about that, di ba? Those are facts. And it's important to know facts. Pero it's more important to know stories. Merong long-standing quote sa sales, facts tell, but stories sell. The best that facts can do is tell, inform them. It's only to inform people about the facts, about the truth about whatever that fact is, di ba? Pero alam mo, facts tell, but stories sell. Stories sell. Okay? Actually, sa sobrang benta nga ng mga stories, whether it's in the positive or in the negative, they always sell. Di ba? I mean, makikita mo naman yan sa may vaccine na lang di ba? There's facts. Pero what are people emotional about? The stories. Naku, si ganito nagkasakit. Naku, si ganito, ganyan. Di ba? It's easy to get the facts. Pero what gets people emotion riled up? Ano yung nakakapag-trigger ng emotion nila? It's the stories. Di ba? It's the stories. Facts tell, stories sell. Kung meron ka mang isang gustong kuhanin from this training tonight is this. Facts tell, stories sell. Be a good storyteller. Relate with them, i-identify mo sa kanila. Mas maganda pa, i-match mo yung story with the excuses. Kung nangyari, excuse nila, dalawang anak ko Tapos housewife lang ako, nasa bahay lang ako sino may isip mo agad? Si Mags. Di ba? Si Mags lagi yan. Busy ako, nasa hotel industry ako. Tapos nasa abroad pa ako dito. Si Coach RT kasi medyo hirap ang church ngayon So, we're trying to rebuild Hindi ka namin alam kung anong gagawin si Pastor Alan, si Pastor Sam, di ba? Si Pastor Sanjo, si Pastor Kino, ang dami Di ba? Match the stories with the excuses. So the presentation summary should work like this. Okay? Ito yung presentation summary mo whenever you approach people. Okay? Present the problem, find the need. Okay? So first, pakilala ka muna. Identify the need. Pag nagkasalita siya, let them be comfortable enough to talk about themselves. Kaya mo siya magsalita. I-prepare mo na yung sarili mo. Ikaw makikinig ka lang. Para di ka na frustrate. Kasi ang biggest challenge for network marketers, for salespeople, is tumahimik at hindi dumaldal Di ba? Yan ang greatest challenge natin Pero you're doing yourself a word of favor if you let them speak first. Para hindi ka na frustrate, i-prepare mo na yung sarili mo mentally. This is part of the process of helping this person. Because I want to help this person so much, I want to understand first their need. Okay, gusto ko muna maintindihan yung need niya. Ano ba yung nasa puso niya? Advocacy driven din siya. Meron siyang 297,000 na kagawad sa ilalim niya. Paano ko siya matutulungan? Okay, let them talk. Whenever you present the problem, identify mo kung ano yung problem, tansyahin mo, ano ba yung need nito? Product ba? Or business? Or money? Kasi yung iba kasi, nagkukwento yung person about health, ang kinakwento, yung compensation plan. Yung iba naman dyan, sinasabi na ng problema nila is extra income, pera, ang kinakwento, services. Hindi kayo magtutugma talaga nun, di ba? Whenever you're listening, identify what the dominant problem is. Diba? If the dominant problem is financial, you focus on the compensation plan and the testimonies of people who are already earning. Pag ang dominant problem niya is may pera naman siya pero he wants to help people, tapos naiinip sa bahay, gusto niya meron gawing hobby pero gusto niya tumulong sa mga tao, then present to them the advocacy and the services. Di ba? Kasi hindi nga niya problema yung pera. Pupupost ko sa pera. Di ba? So, sabihin, identify the need. And then you present the solution. Okay? Present mo kung ano yung nasa atin. Hindi mo kailangan sabihin lahat. Sometimes you talk yourself out of the sales by telling them too much. Feeling mo, kailangan sabihin mo sa kanya yung kompletong buong presentation. Hindi mo kailangan. They only will remember what they want to remember. Hindi mo kailangan maging parang mechanical presenter. Hindi. That's not how network marketing is. One of the best network marketers I know, at sinabi niya sa akin to as a tip how to succeed in network marketing. Sabi niya, the best network marketer is the one, okay, who can sign up people without using a PowerPoint. Yung hindi mo alam, na close ka na pala, hindi mo pa alam. That is the best network marketer. To be able to win people to your side without even them knowing that they were won over. And how do you do that? You need to be a very, very good people person. Diba? Not just a friendly person. Hindi naman kayo magiging friends agad in one meeting. Diba? But you need to be able to know how to relate. Don't be pressured to shotgun the whole presentation. Diba? Ang goal mo is for them to be in the program. Okay? Hindi naman sa tinatago mo, wala ka naman itatago naman eh. 'Di ba? You really believe that what we have is good, 'di ba? Okay? So, after you present the problem, present the solution. And then close with testimonies. What are testimonies? Results. Okay, tatlo lang 'yan. Kung gusto mo ng shortcut, present the problem, identify the need, present the solution, close with testimonies. Okay, pero not only testimonies na may results. Testimonies with an invitation. Normally, you lead with questions. Closing has a lot to do with asking the right questions. Okay, asking the right questions. Yeah, ganito. If you're doing a group presentation, you can ask, how many of you have more money at the end of the month? Marami dyan, wala. How many of you have more month at the end of the money? Halos lahat yan, di ba? Mas maraming araw natitira kaysa pera. Di ba? Mas maraming araw natitira kaysa pera at the end of the month. Ask them, how many of you would like to have, di ba, more money at the end of the month? Yung tipong tapos na yung buwan, I mean, 15 to 30, tapos na yung 15 pero may pera ka pa rin to spare. Nakakapag-ipon ka, may extra ka pa. Would you like that? Ano sagot nila? Siyempre. Ano mas gusto mo? May natitirang araw at the end of the money? O may natitirang money at the end of the month? Alam nila yung sagot doon. Ask leading questions. Ilan sa inyo naka-experience ng frustration of working from paycheck to paycheck? Dami, di ba? Dami. Do you want to end that cycle? Gusto bang ma-enjoy naman yung lifestyle na hindi paycheck to paycheck ang experience mo every 15th and 30th? Ano sagot nila? Yes. Di ba? Ask leading questions. How many of you want more out of your life? You feel you deserve to enjoy more out of life. Hindi lang ikaw. You feel you want to give uh, things and experiences to your family, to your children, to your parents, di ba? Pero somehow you can't afford it. How would you like to be able to afford it? Would you like that? Ang sagot nila, of course. Di ba? Lead with questions. Okay? Close with testimonies, pero close with testimonies with an invitation. Yayain mo sila. Sabi mo, I am in this because lahat ng problema sinasabi mo, I can relate with, pero I choose, di ba, to end it. I choose to better my life. I choose to not be stressed anymore. How would you like to join me? Ano sagot niya ngayon? Paano ba? Sige nga, gusto ko yan. Paano ba? Madali na yung paano eh. Ang unang gusto mong maging is magtanong siya, magustuhan niya muna na makawala doon sa problema niya. That's how you close. You close with testimonials, you close with your testimonials, you close with empathy, di ba? Okay, you close with solutions, results. More importantly, you close with an invitation. If you feel like, sabi mo sa kanya, if you feel like it's time for you to have a better life with your children, with your family, let me know. I'm here for you. I'll help you. If you want to start now, di ba? That would be great. I'll help you. Papakilala ko doon sa mga taong sinabi ko sa'yo. Di ba? Actually, umattend ka ng Zoom meeting mamayang gabi, magtataka ka pa bakit ngayon ka lang umattend. Alright? So, sabihin, that's how you close. That will always work. Kasi people can feel that all you care about is not to get money from them, di ba? Ang goal mo is to be a blessing to them and benefit to them. Alright? So, I hope you enjoy that, guys. Thank you very much. Pass.
Thank you, Sir Rads. Thanks.
Ayan. Nakamute ka, Pas.
Okay na ba?
Yes.